Hey everyone, it is late at night and I am Norman. It's been a while since I've done a tank style dress watch video, so maybe it's about time to do so. So I've scoured the internet and found some amazing looking tank style dress watches that I could share with you all. So let us begin. The first watch that I have on my list is a Brunomagli Valentina Romana. The Valentina Romana is a brilliant looking women's watch produced by the fashion brand Brunomagli. The brand was founded in 1936 and was focused primarily on producing women's shoes. It has since expanded to include accessories and other items such as the watch in question. This timepiece is gold-toned and features an elegant-looking case that flares out on the sides right before the lugs. It features a railroad-style minutes track around the edge of the dial, and another section, framed by a square line on the inside, that houses the hour markers. These indices are done in Roman numerals for the 12 o'clock, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock. The other hours are denoted in Arabic numerals. The overall look of these markers, however, is that of a nice, elegant Roman numeral-based dial. The dial is a light cream color and the hands are hollow Dauphine in shape. The crown is round with deep indents cut into it for grip and capped with a round jewel. There's a wavy texture on the dial inside the minutes track as well as in the center of the dial itself. The case is 27mm by 37mm. Inside the watch is a Ronda 762 quartz movement, but sadly the crystal is mineral. Next up I have two Seiko tank style dress watches. However, these are older pieces and may be pretty difficult to track down. The first watch comes from a listing that claims it's a Seiko 6530. However, a search for that model did not return this exact piece. It has a definite 1980s deco aesthetic to it. It is gold toned and has a deco style line along the top and bottom of the case. The lugs are small and elegant looking. The outer edge of the dial is done in a dark brown that suits the gold case well. Within this section are batten markers for the hours. Inside this section the dial is cream and is sterile except for the words Seiko and quartz. The hands are Dauphine in shape. The listing states that this watch is 18mm in diameter. If so, it is a pretty petite watch. Unfortunately, there are no other details listed. It is a great looking watch if you can track it down though. The second Seiko listing I found is for a very deco looking watch. This piece has 3 vertical lines along the sides of the case, as well as a segment that protrudes from the top and bottom of the case, consisting of 5 vertical deco-style lines. These make up part of the custom lug configuration, so the strap has 2 notches taken out of it and is sort of an integrated leather strap. So replacing this strap would be nearly impossible. The dial is a cream color with Arabic numerals for the even hours and diamondish triangular markers for the odd hours. These are all applied and done in silver. The dial has radiating lines on it, and the only text that graces it is Seiko. The hands are Dauphine in shape. This watch was produced in the mid-1990s according to the listing, and the case is 25mm wide and 37mm end to end. This watch is powered by a quartz movement, and it is an absolutely stunning looking watch, if you can track one down. And now for something completely different. The Reef Tiger Aurora Tank Chronograph. This watch is definitely a chunkier, sportier watch than the previous ones. It is a chronograph in a case that is flat on the sides, with scallops in the center of each side, one to house the crown and the other for decoration. The top and bottom of the case is rounded. It was produced in 2015 and was available in a number of case finishes, including rose gold, silver, and black. It looks to be a pretty thick and chunky watch, so if you have larger wrists or are looking for a more contemporary sized watch, this may be for you. The dial features batten markers and applied dot indices around the edge, At the 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock are large applied Arabic numerals. There's a circle cut out into the dial inside of these markers, and inside that are 3 subdials. One appears to be a seconds dial, the other 2 are devoted to the chronograph feature. The crown is large with no knurling on it, and the 2 chronograph pushers exit the case at angles. The hands are exaggerated and rounded leaf hands filled with lume, and the center chronograph seconds hand has a lollipop near its end. It has an integrated rubber strap. These watches are available for about $200. The case is 40mm by 47mm. Inside these watches is the Swiss Reef Tiger RT685 quartz movement, and they have 50 meters of water resistance. And last up, I have a Frederick Constant watch. Yes, they make brilliant tank-style watches too. This watch features a very Cartier-looking case, purely tank-style. The sides of the case have a subtle outcropping panel, and the whole case curves slightly to fit the wrist. The dial is white with a minutes track of batten markers around the edge. Inside this track are great-looking Roman numerals, and inside of those markers, the dial is nicely textured. There's branding in that center section below the 12 o'clock, and a date window above the 6 o'clock position. It has Breguet-style hands and a small onion crown. Inside the watch is a quartz movement. The case size is 31 with 20mm lugs. The retail on these watches is kind of high at over $1,000. However, you can find them on the gray market for under half that, if you can find them in stock. They have sapphire crystals and 30 meters of water resistance. So there you have it, some more brilliant tank-style dress watches to drool over. Thanks for watching.